Okay, I'm selling this look. What is it? Look, Element SE trailer converted into a camper. Of course, it came as just a straight utility trailer, and now it's a full-on camper, ready for boondocking or whatever you want to do. Plug it in, it'll do all things. It is a 6x12 with the extension, the triangle extension out here. It gives you a little more room and storage inside. We've got all of the windows, just everywhere. I've got three panels up here that are overkill. They are 400, they're bifacial panels, and they're 400 to 500 with the bifacial. And they will run everything all day if the sun is out, and they power up a battery bank. Right now it's pulling in like 300 watts right here, and a cloudy, the sun's about to set behind the mountain and everything. And it'll run everything that you need to run. I can put a mini split up on this for heating and AC. I had one that I bought to put on it, and then I ended up waiting so long that I decided I wanted it on my house, and so I installed it on my house instead, where it is working today. But I can get another one, and for a $2K on top of whatever purchase price is, so I can install a mini split if someone wants that and doesn't want to do it themselves. I can definitely install that right here on this wall, where I was planning on doing it. And yeah, you can run the AC or heater all day as long as it's sunny, and it's powering a what people call solar generator battery bank in there. We'll take a look at that once we get inside. But in any case, overkill on the solar. It's got a ton of windows. It's got our vent up here, 6x12 trailer with the fold down ramp door style door. And yeah. Just I'll show you some other video of it going around, but there's one thing I want to show while we're out here is if you're in a campground or at a house or anywhere else where you have 110 power, you can just plug an extension cord into here, and you can charge up the battery inside. This is just a pass-through with a 2 pigtail split on it for the inside, and I was using that while I was building the trailer to get power inside of it. And then you can, with that, you can charge the battery bank from any 110 outlet that you have access to at a campground or a light post in a parking lot or anywhere. And there's several ways to do that, but we'll talk about that when I show the battery bank. All right, so inside the trailer here, I went for more of a modern, but wood look, something natural. I do not like the whole standard RV trailer look. So we've got on the walls, this is the incense cedar, tongue and groove all the way around, and then kind of heavily stained white. Let's see, the counters, Douglas fir, standard tabletop stuff. The cabinets down here are birch plywood, as well as anything else that looks like that is birch plywood. Some of the other trim stuff is, this is redwood, this is redwood, the entire ceiling is redwood. And ceiling, I did just, I like that slat look, but I wanted something more to it. And so I did the river with, many mountains, ridges above it, carved that out, put everything onto the black plywood out on the ground, routed out the whole design, painted the pieces black, stained everything, and mounted it to the ceiling. We've got this piece here and on the other side are both mahogany, and they are for being able to access any of your cables and electrical wires. I didn't do a traditional wiring setup, like a home. I did it more simple and more easily repairable. If anything goes wrong, you can just have access to it, and everything's just simple cords with switches. And let's see here. We've got 4 lights in here that are all on right now. and they'll have switches, and you know, just like that. They're yeah, so they're going around. They're different styles. Again, you know, pretty cabiny. Let's see here. The other thing we have up. Actually, I'll just show the cabinets first. We have the fridge right here. I've got it strapped in right now so that it won't slide out. This strap does loosen up. There's 2 eye bolts, one on either side. You can pull this up over the top and strap it down that way if you like it better that way. And I've got these little, you know, child safety locks to keep the fridge and everything closed. But this is brand new fridge, never been used for anything. Currently running. And here we have, let's go from this side over here first. You've got a little storage right here, entry by the entryway for stuff. You can see the insulation. Did I mention the insulation?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Insulation. Some of it is the spray foam, and some of the spray foam didn't work great, so I took some of it out, and then got the 1-inch. These are 1-inch thick walls. I got the 1-inch thick purple foam board and glued that in probably 2/3 of the trailer, and the other 2/3 third is where the insulation's stuck good. And in case you got shelving here for stuff right when you come in. All of the doors are soft close, just like that. And over here, we've got this piece here is the only thing that's like a recycled. I was trying to use recycled stuff and upscale or up, whatever you call it, you know, repurpose things at the starting. And this is actually a cabinet with a single drawer here. That's the only thing I was able to really use like that. I'll keep this out because I don't need that. And but it has a shelf in here that I finished all the way to the front. Got a ton of storage for big stuff there. Your 1 drawer here. You've got soft closed doors. Over here, I'll show you. This triangle comes out, and you can access stuff in the back here if you got long enough arms or climb on the counter. This is also where there's access to electricity right here, so you can plug anything you want in. Right here at the front. There's also a plug over there, which I think I'm gonna make a wood box for that to hide that, but in case it's there. It'll come with this lovely all in 14-in-1 you know, little stove unit. It does the air frying and baking and everything. Ton of stuff. All right, then since we're up here and I have this in my hand, this is your oops, sorry, I turned it off too soon. There we go. This is the vent. Very useful for lots of stuff. You have a remote that works it, of course, and it'll go in and out. It's got like 10 speeds. It's nice and quiet. Let's see here. That's at 100%.
I can already feel it moving the air.
Yep, sucking the air right out of here. That's great. If you want to have a, I'll put it down below. This is where the mini split would go. If you want a mini split, it can. The electrical unit can run a mini split in here, so you can get it like a refrigerator or heated, whatever you want to do. We have the sink over here, and it's got the standard board deal here. I have this so that it's got a switch down here. If you see, this switch here turns on the pump. If you're familiar with cars from the 70s and 80s, then you know that's oh, it was already on. Okay, that's your old light switch. So you just pull that out, and that turns the pump on, and then up here you've got your running water. It's not the quietest pump, but it does work really good. And yep, when that folds down, nice and neat. So yeah, you know, if you're like most people in trailers and stuff, you're just gonna hold all your stuff in there. All right, there's your drain. Yeah, so it's a brand new sink. It's never been used other than me playing with it because I've been building this for a year. It took me a little under a year to actually build the trailer in my spare time. Lots of woodworking, and I didn't hook that up until 2 days ago. Down here is the simple water system. I don't have installed permanent tanks that you have to try and clean out and have problems with and stuff. These are very common Igloo 6-gallon jugs. This one's for the clean water, and this one's for the drain. And they're strapped down with a couple of straps and anchors, and so that you can empty them out. Take them out and do that inside of there. So anyway, so that's the water system. Pretty simple, but works really good. Inside here's a ton of storage also. So there's a ton of storage in here. And there's a cabinet. Let's see, what else do we've got here? Fridge, this kind of thing. Over on this side, we'll just show you real quickly. These are seats, of course. Very comfortable seats. I had custom cushions made for the trailer. This is your porta potty spot. I do not have a porta potty in it, but if you want to use a porta potty, or you're a bucket person, or any of the 500 different porta potties, you can put it right there, and I size it so that it'll fit just about all of them. Any of the composting ones or whatever. So it's very simple. It's just an open space, but it hinges so that you can have full access, and you'll be able to pull something out this way without having to lift up or anything like that. The wires run, of course, across the back of there on their way to the battery. Alright, so there's your single seat right there. Over on this side is the electrical system is under here, along with a little bit of additional storage. And you can, the phone that has the app on it to see what's going on with the system is being used right now. So I can't show you that, but I'll do a screenshot and you can see the information that it gives you. But you can see from anywhere that you're within range of what your system is doing, so you don't have to open it up to look at it like this. You can just see, how much solar you're getting and how much you're using, that sort of thing. But it's so here is a Pecron, the E3600 LFP solar generator. It has 3 kilowatt hours of battery inside of it, as well as the charge controller, inverter, and the whole setup, everything you need to run an electrical system. And the way it works right now is the sun is hitting those solar panels up on the roof, and we are getting 64 watts right now from the solar because it's cloudy and the sun is behind the mountain. It's basically, almost night. And we're using 75 watts on the AC side, which you turn on and off with this one. And we're using 6 watts on the DC side, which is running the fan. So right now the fan running is using 5 to 6 watts, the tiniest light bulb, very efficient fan. I can run 86 hours right now with how things are running right this second.
And the fridge too.
Running the fridge, right. We're running the fridge, all the lights, the fan.
And the sink motor.
The sink motor, although I don't think it's actually pulling anything right now. If you ran the water, that's when it activates. This system has it's got the 30 amp setup here for running camper type things that need a 30 amp. You've got 2 large DC inputs. One is for one of the solar panels, and the other one is for 2 of the solar panels. And so you could actually add more solar if you wanted to, another solar panel, and you would definitely not overrun the system. It's got a little 12 volt here. If you had a little tiny solar panel and wanted to run it in there, it comes with the adapters to do that. These are the power switches for on and off. This is 4 of your regular 110 volt plugs. And then you can also do different DC outs here. This DC out here is running the fan. Oh, and it's a little bit wiggly, so I just moved it, and that made the fan turn off right now. But anyway, there's a 12 volt 30 amp, one of that kind. I don't know all the names. I think that's an Anderson plug. And what's that?
And do you want to go over the...
Oh, yeah, that's okay. And then 12 volt 5 amp for this kind. These are the outputs for the DC. And then you've got a whole bunch of USB outs right here. I decided I didn't really want to plug things directly into here. We're just going to use the regular power strips for that, like you would have in your house. This has 3 kilowatt hours of battery in it. You can expand that up to, it's 9 or 12, I'm not sure. You can either get 3 or 4 more additional 12 kilowatt hour batteries that you can plug in right on this side right here, and they'll chain together. If you can see those, they come with their own proprietary plug. They plug right in, and you could probably fit 1 here or 2 here, and then if you wanted to cut this out right here, that would be my idea. If you wanted to have a huge battery system for just like if you were going to be without solar for many days for weeks, then you can quadruple the size of this battery and stick them inside of here. Other things that go along with that are a bunch of plugs. I was mentioning that the connector outside, and here's your instruction manual. That connector outside runs through, it's not this one, it's this one right here. So you just plug this into the extension cord off of the other end of that pigtail, on the other side of the wall, and then this plugs into the charge port on the side here. And so you can charge this whole unit off of any household 110 electricity. And so then the other plugs that it has available are, you can cigarette lighter charge this with the 12 volt in over here with this one off of your car, and then this one is for your 30 amp campground type plug that you can charge it off of there. So it has all of the options for keeping that thing going, but again, the solar is where it's at, because you can boondock, you can do whatever you want, and have just a ton of power. All right, and this goes in here.
Do you want to show the wire channel?
The wires, I have a chase built in here so that the wires were hidden away. They come up inside of this chase here, and they go to all the different places. The solar cables and the wire for the fan, for that light and that light, all go up through this lovely redwood chase that you can open up by pulling this, and then this is hinged, and so the whole thing opens. You really don't need to get in there too much, but pretty simple to get access to.
Shelves on the table.
Oh, sorry. There is a whole shelving unit here for additional storage for whatever you want to put in there. The windows, I haven't really shown the windows at all, but they're just simple RV windows, right? There you go. They close, they open, pretty simple.
And the screen?
Yes, right. If you want to pass something outside, throw something at your kids, then you can open the screen just like that. And I guess I'll leave that open. This is your emergency exit window. It's big and fat. If you shove this all the way out, it opens up. You go like this, and you can get out if you ever need to get out for whatever reason this way. Okay. All right. The next part of this is the table, and the pole is back in there. You can put the pole wherever you want. It's sitting right here right now. This pole is an adjustable. I functioned this myself, so it's a little bit non-standard. But you can take this out and adjust the height of the pole, similar to how you're used to seeing with any kind of you know, like a pop-up and that sort of thing. All right, this is the tabletop. It sits right there, kind of lives there. If I was driving long distances, I would probably put it on the bed or somewhere else like that. This is like the nicest thing I've ever finished as far as finishing work, because this just came as raw wood, and so I was really happy with the finish on this. And so yeah, so the pole's got a little tiny hole in the floor there that holds it in place, and it's got a little hole up here, and it sits like that. So 2 people can eat, or 3 people, however many. I don't know. I'm not limiting you. But that's how it sits. You can work on your computer, anything else that you want to do. It's a table. Obviously, to get in there, you're going to be locked in. So you might want to sit there first and then set up the table if you're going to be eating from over on that side. We don't have a walkway. It is a 6x12 trailer. So, but in any case, it's very simple though. Just hooks right onto these little guys right here, and then stores right in there. All right, that brings us, I guess, to the bed. And the bed, it is it's not quite 6 foot wide in here. I am 6 feet and a half inch tall, and just to show you how big the bed is, it's a little smaller. This is an IKEA bed frame underneath here. You can see it's just their slat style one, nice and light, won't grow mold under your mattress and all that. Lets all the air come through. And this is just an IKEA mattress. Get a taller, like an 8-inch mattress or whatever, but it would just cover this window slightly. The other windows it wouldn't. But so anyway, I am 6 foot tall, and if my heels are there, then I have to tilt my head just this tiny bit. All right, so that's how it is. As a 6 foot tall person, if you want to know, can you fit in this?
Yes.
This way you can fit like 6'4", 6'5", something like that, pretty easily. If you're just not going to be completely straight, you can fit in there pretty well. If you're 5'10" or under, you can sleep however you want. What else is there to tell? This is just another birch plywood that's screwed up to the curve of the ceiling. The ceiling looks really great from here. If you can show them that. It's just the ceiling kind of makes this whole thing. It's really the most unique thing, and you're just gonna sit here and lay in the bed and look at it. And plus that nice redwood shelf. It's great. All right, then
the covering for
out the back here, this door folds all the way down. We'll show that in just a second. And this piece here, there's of course a spring mechanism to help with that. If you're familiar with these trailers at all, you'll know that those exist, and they're kind of a hazard and ugly. And so I covered it up with this piece of woodworking. Now we'll open. Okay. So now we'll open up the back and show you what it's like with the whole place open. Okay, so we're at the back now. This is the standard tilt down door that you find on these. This right here, I have 2 legs on it to support it as a, if you wanted to do, as your back deck. And they adjust many ways. They extend out this way, and they adjust up and down this way by pulling out, the different pins.
Don't pull it out.
Yeah, I can't pull it out now. And so that you can adjust the height in any configuration, no matter what the ground is like. You can, anything reasonable, you can get it nice and flat, or you can lay it down on an angle, and of course it just comes down. Got it painted with this epoxy acrylic paint, whatever it is like the deck over stuff. Put 3 layers of that on there. You can see you've got a ton of storage in the garage here. This is the pass-through from the outside for the 110, so you can hook up to that and run anything you want here, or you can go that way through the hole and charge up the battery bank. It has a light here that I do not have the plug plugged in for that. There's one if you looked in the box when I was showing you the battery, you'll notice there was one spot, or there was, all my four were full. My 4 plugs are full, and I had one cord that was just sitting there not plugged in. That plug runs this light here. That's a really nice bright light for using back here. And you can actually reach it all just by lifting up the mattress this way, which is convenient. But in any case, so if you wanted to plug that in, just plug it into one of the power strips or unplug one of the other many things that are on in here. And yeah, so you can sit here and lay in bed, and once you can step back just to get perspective on it. You can lay in bed here and watch whatever. You can put your chairs out, and whatever however you want to arrange things here, you can do it. You got a ton of storage for all of your gear. Yeah, that's about it. You want to show them what it looks like from inside?
Sure.
All right, so if you're athletic like the camera lady here, you can just jump over the bed and go in and out this way. But definitely, I mean, you can see, like, this is the kind of view you can get from inside your camper here. Probably would not want to be next to this road, but many other boondocking places, right? It's just a big open view of everything. And yeah, is there anything I'm forgetting to say about the camper?
All the lights work on the outside for signaling.
Yeah, all the standard, all your traffic lights, brake lights, and everything work on the trailer.
We'll talk about the jack.
It comes with, I have 2 of these leveling jacks sitting, on the trailer, one on each side in the back. And so right now it's in a triangle configuration with the tongue and then these 2. I have 2 more of those jacks, these same ones that will come with the trailer, and you can add to it if you want, so that you can have 4 of them leveling it out. And we have used this very, very little. We drove it down from Portland, Oregon to Southern California when we bought it, moving the camera person down here with her stuff in it, and then I converted it into a camper, and we used it one weekend.
I took it to Joshua Tree, and it was great.
Yeah, took it to Joshua Tree with 3 friends.
Mm-hmm.
1 slept on the floor in the middle, 2 in the bed. You could still put another person on the counter if they were small and didn't roll too much. It's definitely, I made it wide so that you would be able to sleep. You could probably sleep like 1 on the floor and 1 on each edge of the counter here, especially kids. Up here, this is huge and strong, and same there. You can sleep right over top of the sink with a little pad, mattress or something. 2 sleeping there. You can fit just a bunch of people here.
What's the floor made of?
Oh, the floor is an engineered laminate, very high-end laminate.
Durable, waterproof.
It is waterproof, as much as a laminate floor would seems can be. But it's not going to fall apart. There's no wood. There's no wood in it. It's all rubber underneath. So there's nothing to warp or anything like that. Yeah, I did every finish you see. I did it, as nice as I could do it with the highest quality stuff with it. The mahogany touches, the redwood. Yeah.
All right.
So that's the trailer. If you have any questions, feel free. This is going to be up on YouTube. If you can see this video, the trailer is still available. Okay, so it will be available. As soon as it sells, I'm taking the video down. I'm going to put it up for sale a few different places, linking to this video so that everyone can see that. And the price is at $34,000. So if you have any questions, then let me know. From whatever availability there is, a contact, comments, or direct message or whatever. And all right, that's it.